This is Doofy McButterscotch back again to continue on with Mel Brooks. Let's go with the Muppet movie. Now, I probably should have watched this one when I was a little kid, but I watched this one as an adult, and I wasn't really into it. I just didn't. I'm a fan of the Muppets. I watched their pirate movie, and the Christmas Carol movie too, but I was not into the Muppet movie that much. Yeah, I probably should have watched it when I was a little kid. I probably would have gotten a lot more enjoyment out of it. If you're a Muppets fan, go ahead and watch it. I'd be super duper surprised if you were a Muppets fan and you didn't watch the Muppet movie. That'd be kinda crazy. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't for me, but it's for some other people. Spaceballs. Now this one, if you're a Star Wars fan, oh, you have got to watch this movie. It is hilarious. It plays off practically everything in that movie. It is just so great. It's the best Star Wars parody that's out there. If someone says there's a better Star Wars parody, they're wrong, because it's Spaceballs. It is the best. And it's just, I'd rank it as one of the funniest movies of all time. Definitely, without a doubt, it's in the top 20. I haven't done a list of the funniest movies of all time, but if I did, I guarantee you Spaceballs would be in it. And Blazing Saddles would have a real good chance too, but Spaceballs, if you haven't watched Star Wars, which would be an atrocity, you might not get this movie that much. But if you have, you're gonna think this is hilarious. Anyway, Robin Hood Men in Tights. Now this is it's pretty funny, but I wouldn't say it's as funny as Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mel Brooks puts his wit into this one, and it's got some funny moments. It's a hell of a lot more hilarious than some of the movies that are out there, but it's not in the top 20 funniest, that's for damn sure. But it is still a terrific movie. If you're a comedy guy, watch it. History of the World Part 1. It's got a few laughs, but it wasn't really that hilarious as far as Mel Brooks films go. You could watch it if you felt like it, but you're not missing out on anything. If you miss it, it's basically all about the history of the world, all the early stuff and biblical stuff, and Mel Brooks is making fun of it. It could be a lot funnier, but it's still good. High Anxiety. Now this one makes fun of all of the old horror films back in the day, so you're not going to see Paranormal Activity in this one. Yeah, it's got some good bits in it, but still, it's not one of Mel Brooks' best. Mel Brooks' best work is Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, and Young Frankenstein. Those are his top 3 best films of all time. Nothing can top that. High Anxiety is good, but not the best. To Be or Not to Be. Now this is probably the lamest Mel Brooks film on this list. I did not like this one that much. It was not his typical movie. All the movies with this little star, that little dot right there, it's there. That means that Mel Brooks directed them. You can see that there's no little dot thing on To Be or Not to Be, because he did not direct that one, which might have been a bad thing, because he was a main star, but he just didn't direct the thing. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it at all. Dracula Dead and Loving It. That's kind of like Robin Hood Men in Tights. It's pretty damn good. It's got Leslie Nielsen in it. I definitely recommend it for anyone who's into the Dracula films, or at least you've seen them. You don't have to be a Dracula maniac. Definitely wouldn't recommend it for twihards, but it's really good. It's got a lot of laughs. I've forgotten a lot of stuff about it, but I laughed my ass off when I first saw it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, Mel Brooks as an actor. Now, he hasn't been in a lot of films. Most of the stuff he's done is his own work and a few cameos for some other things, but when he does act, he's good. He's a real good guy. I like his films. I like how he directs stuff, and he's got a excellent sense of humor. Absolutely terrific. Yeah, thumbs up for Mel Brooks, definitely. Pierce Brosnan. Now, this was the modern day James Bond in my time. Technically, it's Timothy Dalton because I was born in '93, and Timothy Dalton was technically still James Bond because Pierce Brosnan didn't become James Bond until 1995, but you know what? I say bullshit. The first Timothy Dalton didn't do anything after '89, and you know what? I don't consider him to be James Bond. I think it's appropriate to say Pierce Brosnan was the James Bond of my era. Screw the official results. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, oh, we're running out of time. Alright, we're going to review Mrs. Doubtfire. I also watched this one later on in life. It was a Robin Williams film. He's a cross-dresser, and he dresses up like an old lady to win back the affection of his ex-wife, which may or may not work out. You gotta watch the film to see. It's corny. It's not one of the funniest movies you'll ever watch. Cross-dressing films were kind of a thing of the past, and they're not really that big now. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say on this one, but yeah, we'll review the James Bond films in the next video, and I am on low battery, so see ya.